Good morning, friends. In the previous lecture, we have studied man-machine dialogue and industrial design. Also, we have studied 5 basic elements of successful design, under which we have studied cognition, ergonomics, utility, image, and ownership. These are 5 basic successful elements for successful design. Today we are going to start with cognition. Marathi meaning of cognition is jaan. Jaan means knowing something about a product. If you are a user of that product, you should know what is there, or if you are a designer of the product, you should have whole knowledge of that product. That means, suppose if you are a designer or you are manufacturing a mobile or you are manufacturing a desktop, then you should know which type of design I have to do, which type of software I have to add in it. For that purpose, you need to literate a user. User demands something, and your keypad should be such that user will handle easily. You should know, you should have a product knowledge that user knows this language and user can handle this very easily. For example, graphics user interface is there in our electronic system. Why we design? If we are designing certain C-based product, we are using graphics user interface for that product. Why we are using that graphics user interface? To make easy handling of our product. That is role of graphic user interface. Right? In the same way, cognition role is same. We have to understand thoroughly this product or use of that product so that user knows this fact. For example, if you are designing a mobile handset, user knows Marathi keypad, you will use graphics user interface to know Marathi, and your keypad should be in Marathi. Then only user will use your product. This is a cognition. That means you know that Marathi keypad is accepted by my user. That is nothing but a cognition. Cognition means you have a jaan. मराठी मध्ये तुम्हाला त्या प्रॉडक्टच्या मराठी यूज होतो याची जाण आहे. That's why according to cognition you will learn everything about the product and you will design the product accordingly. So the cognitive aspect, definition of cognition, here I will show you. The main aim of the user interface is to simplify user-computer communication by combination of hardware and software, mainly the defined applications in a dialogue. How will you make simpler user-computer communication? You are a designer, you are an engineer, and your role is to make user-computer communication easy, simple. So you will give training to the user that this is a Marathi keypad. You give training to the user, or if you know that user is well familiar with Marathi keypad or English keypad, apart from training, immediately you start designing your product. So this is what the Cognition means in Marathi it is Jan. Okay. Now it is divided. Cognitive basically process which are existing knowledge and generate new knowledge. Based upon existing knowledge, we generate new knowledge. So cognition is divided into 4 parts. The first part is learning. Cognition is divided into different parts. First part is learning. Probably every device or product require learning based operated learning by others before they are used or operated. So if user is well familiar with the keypad, then there is no problem. Otherwise, for a new design, you have to give training to a user. So learning process must be there. You have to understand whether learning is essential to the user or not. Then you start designing. Next, some devices are more public or accessible and require lesser time to learn. As I told you, a keypad is very public and accessible. Anybody can utilize that keypad, so it requires lesser time to learn. For example, writing a program using a software requires the knowledge of programming as well as knowledge to handle the software tools. Means writing a program needs knowledge of assembly language as well as handling the software tool. So this is what a learning approach is. Next one is memory. One cognition process is divided into 4 parts. First one is learning phase, second one is memory phase, third one is organization phase, and fourth one is consistency phase. Means once your user learn everything and you are trying to learn what user knows, then you will save that data, save that learner's data into memory, and this may be saved into memory just like a cache memory. Some data is stored permanently so that you can utilize at the time of production, and some data you can erase or temporarily add for few changes. So memory is responsible for holding of new and already stored information, and also important for memory repair. Working memory is often known as short-term memory. These short-term memory links one event to the next during interface dialogues. So for the interfacing purpose, memory is essential. Then only you can design your graphical user interface. So memory recollection has 2 intellectual components: recall direct search and recognition based scanning. Recall direct search means use remembrance to retrieve the desired information. If a known person, that means a experienced person tries to recall a direct search, we can directly search into the memory, and a new person who will recognize based scan, means he does not know where to go directly. That's why he will scan first, and then new beginners will scan first and then go into direct into recalling. Then third point is organization. Organization of all Organization is a sequential arrangement of the things, and it puts the information wherever the user want to see it. That means in a keypad of mobile, where to place A, where to place B, organization in this fashion. You got it? That means to know exactly where should be placed what should be color, what are the weight, what should be size of that mobile product is important, and it should be organized accordingly or according to size, according to color, and it should be placed at certain places. That is what organization is. The device is designed based on the expectations of the user. This is another way of organizing. That means device, if it is a mobile device, it should be based on the expectations of the user. For example, categorical menus are better than alphabetical or random organized menu. Means in some cases, suppose keypad is there, display is at the top, keypad is at the bottom side, and some features at the left or right side, that should be organized according to use. Then fourth one is consistency. So in getting a knowledge of all these, basic knowledge of the product is important. That is first study, in which we have to learn users know-how. Secondly, we have to organize, we have to see where we have to store it in a memory. Thirdly, we have to organize where should be keypad, where should be display, and all these things. And lastly, there should be consistency in such cases. Otherwise, according to product, if you are changing these displays and keypads and your memory locations and other things, small little pretty things, if you change according to specifications of the product, if you design new product, suppose in a market 110 mobile came and 111 mobile came, if you go on changing and if you are not keeping consistency in it, consistency in keypad design or consistency in display board, then the design will fail. Hence consistency also it is important. Consistency is a hallmark of operation. Consistency is a hallmark of operation or design of the product. A good mental model is fundamental for the user to operate the device productively. Consequently, consistency helps a user to stick to a simple mental model, while inconsistency helps in preventing the user from constructing a comprehensive mental model. Consistency in the form of color training operation promotes an acknowledgement by the user. Whatever you are doing, your product is there should be consistency in standard things. That is what I want to say. Now, last point I want to highlight over here is, if consistency is maintained within the user and interface, significantly reduce training time, increasing complexity in the instrument. Suppose in the market 110 came, and if you design another mobile number 111, then if there is consistency in the design, the previous design has taken and some parameters are modified, without without more changes, then it is easy for the user to use 111 model. That is what we want to say here. Next point. As more the functionality of the system is increased, the more the case of learning is obtained by the level of consistency of use between the different functional domains. So this is what a consistency is and user capability. During the design process, the capability of the user population must be treated, must be considered. User vary in experience, frequency of use since the beginning. Beginners do not know the accepts or the syntax of commands. They should be chosen to work from menus or to work in form filing mode. If beginners do not know how to use the instrument or not sure about semantics, well-designed icons will be helpful. Occasional users. Lastly, you must be incorporate the culture, professional and personal preference. What I want to say is user capability should also be known to a designer. So all these material, all this knowledge gaining is called cognition. Cognition means getting a knowledge, gaining a knowledge about the product and users, what user needs. This is what a cognition is. Next part we will learn in the next lecture. Thank you.